Hi guys, now I'm here to talk to you about a student who has just started the course a month ago in the beginner level and he's not really feeling comfortable in the classroom. He says that multi-level classes are not really for him, he doesn't really believe in this type of classes. And also he thinks the teacher gives much more attention to the higher level students and he's not really having enough attention of the teacher to be able to cope with the class. Taking all that into consideration, the student came to the school to cancel the course, right? So now I'm going to try to give you some suggestions and try to say how I would solve this problem as a coordinator talking to this student, all right? Well, to begin things with, since he's been studying with us for only a month, we haven't really had the chance to build a strong relationship yet. We have started, but it's something that it's recent, so I would reinforce my relationship with him. And I would introduce myself again, I would explain my role again as a coordinator, as a partner, as someone who's there working for him to help him. And I'm gonna make it clear that I'm there to give him the support he needs. So I can start reinforcing the relationship and also getting some trust. And work with transparency and talk to the student. I think this would be a fundamental first step to then start negotiating. Right after that, I would talk about what is a multi-level class. I would give him a definition for a multi-level class and explain that what defines a multi-level class, it's not really the level of English that people know, but actually people who are different and come from different backgrounds and different social status, financial status, different levels of English would be just another ingredient of the classroom. After explaining what is a multi-level class, I would talk about the teacher's role in a multi-level class. And to illustrate that, I would have the book actually and walk through the whole class part by part and explaining the role of the teacher for each part of the class and the main goal of each part of the class. That way the student is going to understand a little better that the teacher is not really focusing on the other students more than him, but he's actually playing different roles for different moments and different objectives of the class, right? After that, I would explain his role, students' roles during the class, and again, walk through the whole class part by part, explaining the students' roles and shaping academic expectations, also how he should be behaving during each part of the class, how his attitude should be during the class. So then, all right, let's try to recall what we have talked about so far. To begin with, introduce myself, explain my role as a coordinator, start building relationship and trust. Then move on to multi-level classes, a definition of multi-level classes, explain that everyone is a source of information, help the student develop this 360 perception, move on to the teacher's role according to class design, move on to student's role according to class design, and that way it would be informing the student and also shaping his expectations toward the classes, towards the course, towards the other students, towards the teacher, right? And then to conclude the conversation, I would talk about the benefits of multi-level classes. You remember that I did validate his challenge. I recognize his challenge, I know the challenge is there, and it is a fact that students face this type of challenge in a multi-level classroom. So I do see that, I recognize, I validate his challenge, and I'm going to help him overcome this challenge with strategies, tools, observing his classes, and monitoring his learning process. And now I would highlight all the benefits, strategic competence, how he's going to become a more competent speaker, and developing strategies to come up with solutions and understand the whole through parts and observe the others to learn from others and start learning how to negotiate meaning, become a more active communicator, and then concluding with the strategic competence and all the benefits of a multi-level class. I do believe I would have an opportunity to bring the student back to the classroom, help him work together so he could move on with his English course. All right? Thank you so much for the opportunity for sharing. Bye-bye.